All right, Gemini for the year 2022. What can you expect in 2022? This is for Sun, Moon, Rising. And if you want to look at the house that Gemini falls in, you're welcome to. And the pertaining house, I'll probably mention all of them as I go around. So, um, all right, excuse me, let's begin. Um, right now, this year, it's looking like your physical body is going to need a lot more rest. You are going to be really pushing for things that you want to do, and you're gonna need to rest your mind a little bit more as well. So, physical body, mind need rest. Lots going on, and it's looking like you'll need time to make time for play, because you're going to be pretty busy this year. And I see what you're valuing in the year is you're valuing that you're coming to the end of a difficult chapter, in terms of it's taken a lot to get to this place that you're arriving at. You may be very, very, very tired. So I have tired card, resting cards, and then I have a more tired card coming out from, this guy's coming out from battle. And, life is a battle sometimes. It's just lots of juggling. And I feel like you're going to need to make sure you get sleep, and you might be doing something physical with your body. It's seeing like, if you have a physical job, it's very possible that you will have something physical with your body going on. Or you may have just come out of being sick at the end of 2021, and you're just needing a little more rest at the beginning of the year, especially. I see that you're pretty on the defense about what you have and what you're gonna, hold on to in terms of your resources. So you might be like a little more defensive. You're tired. And you might be kind of not wanting to take a risk in terms of finances, because that's why you're defensive. You're like, oh nope, been there, done that. I've made mistakes like that in the past, and this time, no, it's not happening. I'm gonna just keep pushing. Well, I think that you keeping pushing is a good thing, because as long as you're not pushing yourself into the grave, you know what I mean? You gotta give yourself the TLC. How you're communicating, you might be holding back some truth, but you're opinionated in this year. Like you might be a little withholding with what you believe, or how you really feel about something, with a lot of people, because there might be, in terms of your beliefs, you might be challenged by not being able to wrap your head around something. So maybe that contradiction there is helping you to like be a little more modest about speaking your truth with people, speaking to people about how you feel exactly. But you'll open up to people in time. It's just going to be one of those years where you've got your defenses up a little bit. I see you feeling kind of stuck with maybe finding a new philosophy in life, on a new take on life, but we'll get to that later. Your home life and your family, it seems like there's going to be a message or some nice, really nice, sweet gesture coming from the home and the family. You might feel like, if this is coming from you, you might feel like it's not being reciprocated in the way that you like, but there is appreciation and love there. It's just maybe not exactly how you saw it. The response isn't exactly how you saw. If you come from a dysfunctional family, there might be a message from a younger person within the family that's very genuine and sweet and offering up their hellos, and it seems very innocent and nothing to be alarmed by. I think overall home and family life should be pretty. There might be some artsy stuff within the home. You may want to start painting. I can see that. Some of you who are artists will start painting again, picking up something from childhood, something that you love to do. And it'll take a little while, but you'll enjoy it. So it's not gonna bother you. In terms of fifth house matters, I'm seeing that you are dealing with a situation that is receiving some justice or some balance. So there might be a weighing up of how things have been going in love, and also with creative projects, and anything to do with fun or leisurely activities. So there's a balance of trying to balance out life. The work and play is also coming into, like I said, your body needs breaks. So you're trying to make time for good things in life as well as work. And the fifth house is a great way to do that. So I see you working on balancing out things, making sure things are fair in the scheme of love in your life. And also, if you're into any kind of sports or anything, or just trying to make time for those things, there may be some things that you realize that you just don't want to deal with anymore, that you're not willing to put the energy in to manifest anymore, or there's a need to put more of yourself into something, and manifest something in this area. And you might have been in a holding place for a while in terms of the other people in your life, to do with this situation, but it seems like that holding place is lifting. So you are going to be physically able to involve yourself with other people more, and romantically. And there may be a situation where somebody was, balancing something out for themselves and realized that, they had to walk away from something that they really cared about. So there may be a breakup. I don't think it would have been something that was very serious. And if it was serious to this person, and they still love you. It's just, or have love for you. They just have to move on with their life in some way, shape, or form. But I do see you not wanting this to happen, or it definitely might be just somebody else has something happen in their life and they have to make a move or change, and you know how life is. So, and that could be kind of an enlightening experience for you. I think that it'll probably cause you to spend more time with friends and be more active with friends. Um, maybe, sacrificing some of your time for your friends because of the situation. You might also feel like something in your love life or creative sector, um, it created balance, and you can continue to manifest it, but you just over it, so you're moving on to um, something else new that you're gonna love. Now, in terms of your day-to-day sixth house stuff, what's healthy for you, so your body, in terms of your health, your routine, your day-to-day work life, I see a need for change. So, or I see a major transformation. So there is some kind of major transformation with your physical body this year. You might be doing something. I can see exercise potentially, but more so like a yoga. I see yoga for a lot of you. So less exercise, and more yoga that's coming through because of this very relaxed meditation card. But this is like, go, gotta go right now type situation right here. So I do see there's some kind of major transformation with the body. And, fluctuations happen throughout life. Sometimes we get in really good shape. Sometimes we get a little bit off of our diets or whatever. I do see this being, I think, a positive change. And definitely, if something isn't working in your day-to-day life, in your work life, I see you wanting to make a change or needing to, have something come to an end. So it's a major card. It's a major arcana card, so it probably will be significant in the course of things. In terms of how it's affecting you in your other parts of your life, I'd say, give me a second. I almost feel like you're going to be spending more time with other people. I don't know if this is going to be kind of like some kind of secret friend group of some kind, maybe a club. I'm thinking that it's more, maybe there's a new circle of friends at work and you're going to involve yourself with them. So it'll be a major change because maybe you don't hang out with a lot of people at your job. Or there's a celebration. So there could be an end to one way of life in your day-to-day life and a celebration about something else starting up for you. This something else starting up for you would be kind of like a destined thing that you can't really change. So seems to me like something interesting for sure. In terms of your partnerships, relationships of all kinds, I see you really trying to juggle and have fun with the people that are in your life, but also like working hard with the people, your coworkers, and also being playful and trying to balance things out, especially because you're so busy. Your physical body is very busy this year. There's a lot of demands on you. But you seem to be making light of it and having fun with it, so that's good. Anything else? Cooperation. I think others will be pretty cooperative with finances. If you have to have, if you're involved with anybody financially in relationships, I think those people will have your back and try to meet you halfway, which is good. You might find that any financial partnership and career, there's an even give and take. So, and also with your physical body, I feel like what you yourself put into something, you're going to get an equal return. So that's really nice to know. In terms of other people's resources, taboo subjects, the occult, darker spirituality, psychic abilities, the 8th house. All right. We are looking at the need to take a risk in order to maintain or in order to maintain some kind of rapport with a financial institution, or not wanting to take a risk out of fear of financial destitution. Fears are just fears. So when I talk about something, fears, like, sometimes it's just all in our heads, right? You may have just come out of a period of lack and now are afraid to maybe spend a little extra on, other people in your life, or start any kind of new financial ventures with other people. That's your call. I feel like in terms of what you're valuing right now, you're kind of valuing, being at home and kind of, keeping your guard up a little bit more often. That's totally fine. And like, you're valuing what you've built thus far and you're ready to defend it. So, I mean, you've got to do what you got to do. I just don't close yourself off from, maybe some resources of other people that might be able to help you just because you're feeling a little bit beaten down. There could be some help out there for you if you need it. In terms of the grander world out there and travels and long distance traveling and what you're sharing with others, you might, some of you, this is pretty day-to-day practical tarot, but you might end up kind of dropping on social media for a while. I see that. I also see you not being able to make a decision about some kind of travel plans because of, just feeling like it's been a lot of hassle and to get that done. That's totally up to you as well. I mean, I know we're in a weird time right now, so you might not have all the information you need to make decisions right now about these sort of matters. So just try your best to communicate this to others that are involved in these situations in your life, even though this might be a time where you're really not feeling like explaining yourself or, making a decision about that. In career, I see you putting in a lot of work and wondering when that work is going to pay off. And trying to figure out where you're going from here and if you have enough to get you there and when you're going to have enough to get you there. And trying to figure out what is your calling in life. And this might have been something that's been kind of like taking a long time and you're wondering, is this worth it? Am I going to continue to have to wait for this a little bit longer? Is it worth it? That's all up to you in your life. I don't know exactly what it is that you're doing for a career, but this year you have your ships coming in for sure. You are definitely waiting for that one final thing, that one final notch in your plans to get knocked down, or to not knocked down, but hammered in, so you can have some stability in your life and really build something that's not gonna blow down in the winds, you know. So I think this is a good place to be. You, especially in career, because you've got some skill now. You're working your way up, and you've got some money, so that's good. All right, and in the house of friends, 11th house, and social networking, associations, I seen you kind of coming out of a period of being kind of forced, a forced shutdown of sorts, of sharing yourself with others. So we all know what we've all been through the past couple of years, and some of us, obviously didn't have a choice in that. But this is more of like, I made a choice to take a break from my friends and to take some time to gather my insights on, my associations, and who do I really want to, continue to be friends with, hang out with. How are my associations benefiting my life and my friends' lives, and where that's taking us. And I feel like you're coming out of that, and you're ready to get moving again, in terms of, or you might have sacrificed yourself, actually. So I'm also seeing the element of sacrifice with this, like sacrificing yourself for someone else, and now you're a little less, you're not having to sacrifice yourself anymore. You're able to spend more time with friends. And this is possible from a love relationship. So you might have been in a love relationship that took up a lot of your time, and you may be spending more time with the other people in your life that you love now, because either the relationship has gotten off the ground, and is stable, and things are going smoothly, and that initial, like, we must spend every minute together, is starting to wane. So, or that person has taken a parting from your life. So I think that you'll be spending definitely more time with friends, and not having to give up so much of yourself, so you can share it with the other people in your life. Your spiritual house of faith and destiny, and hidden tendencies, 12th house of Pisces. All right, so I'm seeing a new spiritual group you might join, some of you. I'm also seeing soulmates, friends gathering together. So there could be a celebration of faith, and it could be a wedding that you attend, or some kind of there would be legal contracts involved in this kind of, so it'd be like, a celebration over a marriage, or a celebration over somebody finally getting their first car, or anything to do with along those lines. Like maybe they bought a house, but I'm thinking more of marriage, because it's along the lines of faith, and it's opposite the 5th house. Oh, actually, it's not opposite the 5th house. The 12th house and the 6th house. I'm thinking it's a marriage. Anyway, so there might be a really big change, major transformation involving your life and a marriage. So if you get married this year, very possible that that could happen for you. I did say that a lover might part, but you might part together and move into a whole different aspect of your relationship. So that's another way this transformation can play out. And I see a celebration and it being, this is a very spiritual house, so it would be something that you feel very deeply about, and yeah. So I see, and I also, you have your ships coming in, so, and underneath you have no longer needing to defend yourself. You're feeling a little defensive here over what you value and your resources, but I see that maybe that you've just found somebody that you really care about and you want to hold on to that person and keep them in your life, have a special place for them and really value them. And I think that everything's going pretty smooth for you guys. I see a lot of happiness. I see a lot of change. I see you needing a lot of rest. These are all things that are totally fine. I see you being fearful of taking risks and with, fearful of not having, having a lack of finances, but I don't think those are real things. I think you're really creating some stability for yourself in terms of career. And spend time with your friends. And, as long as you're safe and you guys, yada, yada, I think that it's going to be a great year for you, Gemini. And I really hope, it's everything and more. I hope it's better than what I'm reading. All right. Take care. Bye.